we live? Are we doing the episode now?
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name Marky Mark. Shout out to all my cavemen and cave vets. Me and Will got a great guest that we about to sit and have a caversation with. Somebody that we glad to call a homeboy, a brother, and last but not least, an inspiration. The impeccable legend, Trent Stillson. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a good one. It's the Cave Gang, baby. Yeah. Rack 'em up, rack 'em up. Yo, Will, where you at, man? Yeah. You're now rocking with the Cave Gang, baby. We the caveman, the cave vets is the ladies. The way that we shoot pool is crazy. Shouts out to the boss face, he amazed me. Yeah, it's the Cave Gang, baby. This ain't nothing, no, we do this on the daily. If you shoot like an A, B, or a straight C, have a caversation, what's been going on lately? It's the Cave Gang, baby. It's the Cave Gang, baby. Yeah, Cave Gang, baby. It's the Cave Gang, baby. Out of mind, you know what I mean?
Okay, Railbirds,
Yep.
Kevin and Sherry Ross. Shout out to them.
Yep. Let's check it out.
Yeah, and that Trent hasn't played since he had a baby. Those kids will do that to you. They all of a sudden, it's probably Jason Shaw.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, well, Sean, he's from my hometown too, Muskegon.
Right.
Yep, so,
That was
you know,
real
I
good to
mean,
bring
there
you
might have
up
been
like
something about that, seeing him and just, same hometown and everything. But yeah, that's really cool of them to shout me out like that.
That means a lot, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Kevin
sure
and Sherry, they're great people doing great things for pool with
That's
their
right.
productions.
that's absolutely right, man. But I'm pretty sure you're ready to get back out there. So next time you won't miss that tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to get back into it, start practicing, competing serious.
That's right. But I know when that happened with your leg or whatnot, you said that's probably like one of the worst things that ever happened to you, but one of the best things that ever happened to you.
Correct. Yeah. So I mean, I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit drinking for the most part, and just tried to eliminate all the bad habits that I had in my life, focus on me, my rehabilitation, my daughter, got to spend a lot more time with her, being down and out and not working.
And that's a grown man. That's a grown man talking right there. That's real right there. I like that, man.
Right. Trying to be more responsible, and like this was a big wake-up call, not being able to walk. I didn't know if I was going to be able to walk, do the things I enjoy doing again, so it's nice to be able to be up, and it gets me motivated every time I wake up in the morning.
But also remember this, everything happens for a reason. Whatever you think, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might hate it at that point, but at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason.
Right. There's always a positive you can take out of every situation.
True indeed.
You just got to find it. You got to find the mentality within you.
Right. What I always heard is always a silver lining to every cloud.
You're right.
That too.
Yes.
I like that. I gotta lock that one in.
You're right.
Yo, Will, I gotta
I
lock
like
that one
that.
in. I like that one. That was real deep right there. That goes a lot of ways. But everything in life, though,
Yes, that's exactly my situation and how it's been the past 8 months. Exactly as Will said there.
Yeah.
Silver lining in every cloud.
True.
That's what I've been finding.
And that reinverts to life itself. Pool also.
You're right.
It goes
you can relate every discipline of pool into every discipline of life, I believe. They go hand in hand with each other.
They coincide with each other. You're right.
Yeah, from the mentality aspect of everything, and the discipline you have to play pool. You can bring that into every life aspect.
True. I understand that. So I got a question for you, man. So
okay.
So what made you want to play this game of pool? Like, what made you say, yo, this is the game that I want to play. I like this game. I'm gonna stick with this game.
Man, I don't know. It's a beautiful game played by ugly people. That's what Earl Strickland says.
Right. Earl
the Pearl. Yeah. So it's a beautiful game, man. I played it at a young age when I had to stand up on the milk crate to see the table.
Yep.
So. Yeah, and I've always been a lefty too. I got pictures from when I was standing on that milk crate.
Lucky
was a
lefty.
lefty, yeah, and I'm a righty at everything else I do in life. So, but yeah,
And they don't call that ambidextrous, but it's something of that term. But that's crazy.
Yeah, it's not an ambidextrous because this arm can't do nothing but shoot pool.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean?
That's your golden arm right there, man.
You're right.
For real.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful game, man. So I started playing at a young age, and as I got out of school and everything, wasn't quite working yet, started playing more pool with my dad and stuff, and got into see these tournaments and like all the pool players and everything and how serious they take it, and so I started taking it more serious, and I already had a talent for it, so I just grew with it and grew with it. And then I got my first taste of money winning a pool tournament, and once you get that first taste of money, man, it's over from there. Yeah, you always want to go get that money. You're like, it's that easy, so you can play a game that you love and still do that and not have to go do the hard labor, but you can't play it for a living, you know what I mean? But it's a great side hobby to do,
Then you gain a passion for it.
Right,
At the end of the day, and it's something like now you don't want to ever leave it alone.
Right.
It's part of you now. It's part of your life. You put your time in, you put your dedication in, and then, you reap the benefits of it, in the long run.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, before I had my daughter, I was playing pool 10 to 12 hours a day every single day. It was my life pretty much, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I dedicated everything I had into it.
Right.
You know?
Where did you start playing at, though? Like, when you first started playing, where's the place where you like to just go and say, yo, this is the place where I want to go shoot pool at and have fun? Where's the place where you started shooting pool at?
Well, where I started at, my uncle had a pool table when I was really young, but when I got out of school and started shooting, was able to take it more serious, was a little round jug in Fruitport. It's called Polk's Pub right now.
I went out there with you once.
Right.
Me, you, and Big Ben. Shouts out to Big Ben, by the way.
Yes, Big Ben.
I went out there with y'all one time. I said, I like this spot. This is nice.
Yeah.
I gotta come out here more often.
Yeah. They had free pool every Thursday, and they had some shooters in there that would go in and play almost every day. So I'd be in there till 9 o'clock because I wasn't 21, so they kicked me out.
Yep.
Tried to, at least. I'd always try to get my extra couple hours in,
Which you should.
Right. But yeah, then I'd go home and play on my table till I got tired, had to go to sleep, wake up and do it again.
Yeah, man, I remember when I first met you, when you first came to town, when you first came to Muskegon from out of Nunica, right?
Right.
And I'm like, who is this guy? I'm the new young kid in town that's shooting good, you know what I'm saying, on the pool table. Who the hell is this guy? I said, hold up now, I'm gonna either have to, if we can't beat him, you gotta join him.
Right.
I said, who is this dude? Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to join him, and that's when I took your number, and then we went. and started playing in the garage that same exact night. Because you was only probably like 16, 17 at the time.
Yeah, I was pretty young
then. You
then.
had your mom with you. Shout outs to Mama Lisa.
You're right, Mama
Mama
Lisa, shout out to her.
I asked your mom, I said, is it okay if I take your son with me to go play in the garage, you know,
Right.
tonight? And she okayed it. I said, okay, all right, cool. I got him. He's in good hands. I'm going to take care of him. Everything
Right.
going to be good.
Right.
You know? So
Yeah.
sure enough, we went over there. We played to the crack of dawn. And that's where it all started at. So every weekend that hit, we always played to the crack of dawn in that garage.
Right.
And we always had a brilliant time. And, you know, I
every
didn't put
time,
you in harm's
every
way.
time.
I didn't put you around bad people.
Right.
You know, and I made sure you came home safe and sound.
Right.
You know, and it
got
was
our
just-
practice in.
We got our practice
Yeah.
in. We had our good times.
Yeah,
man.
we did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Them were the golden days right there.
Yeah, man, it was real, man. But do you also remember when Dave Mitchell used to run these tournaments on Saturdays?
Dave Mitchell, yeah, at the
Shouts
doghouse.
out to Dave Mitchell,
At the
man.
doghouse,
That's
yeah.
our
Shout out
godfather
to
of pool of Muskegon. Shouts out to
Right.
Dave Mitchell.
Yeah, he's done a lot for pool.
Yes.
He keeps the leads going. He had the tournaments going.
Yes.
Back when there wasn't any tournaments in Muskegon.
He kept
You
pool
know?
alive. He
Right.
did.
Yeah,
and
in this
rest in
town
peace,
for
God
sure.
bless his soul, Steve Semmelbauer. He was also his
Yeah.
consigliere.
Rest in
He
peace.
was his partner.
Rest in peace, Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rest in peace, Steve Semmelbauer. He also helped with it, and you know, that pretty much just molded us to play this game like we played, you know, and keep us going with it.
Right. Yeah. So Dave and Steve, they were great ambassadors towards the game. You know, they wanted to teach the younger guys and everything.
Yep.
So Dave, he had his garage and he would have his pool videos where you can just watch them and then practice them all right there in his garage.
all
and,
right there. You had to
and
worry
he
about
let you
nothing.
stay there 24/7 if you wanted to. You weren't bothering him in the house. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? So
Yeah.
that was a great spot too to just go learn and
Man,
practice.
that spot is
And then
historic.
Dave would come out and then show, you know, some tips and everything.
Remember, he used to bring out the little cards for us to practice the shots on the cards.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then he would go back in the house and say, "Look, have fun with these cards."
Right.
Yeah, he used to give us VHS tapes to take home and study from. This is way before all the YouTube.
Yeah, the Buddy Hall.
The Buddy Hall
The
tape.
center
yeah,
ball Buddy
yeah,
Hall.
Center ball Buddy Hall
Yeah.
tape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, man. So all right, so I got questions for you. I got 5 shooters that I'm gonna name for you.
Okay.
And I want you to tell your aspect of how you think about these guys, okay?
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, it's gonna start here. Houston Rodriguez.
Houston Rodriguez.
Houston Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's a champion. He's a champion
This
out
is
of Grand
true.
Rapids,
Yes, indeed.
Michigan.
This is
He
true.
just played in the Battle of the Borders.
He did. I
He was
watched it. We watched it
on
here in
Team
the
Michigan.
cave. We watched it here in the cave.
And
We
he was
watched
the
every
MVP in
second
my
of it.
eyes. He was the
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah, I think he was the MVP for Michigan.
Yeah.
He played great, and you know he's playing all champions. You
Right.
know there ain't an easy game in that. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's a champion. Him and I have had our battles, and
I
yeah,
watched-
he's
I watched a
got
couple
me.
of 'em.
Yeah, I think he's got my number a little bit, but yeah, he plays great.
He does.
He
So,
plays great. He's super smooth and everything. I've always looked up to Houston and the way that he's played.
He's also an inspiration just like you to all of us, you know. I mean, you know, Muskegon and Grand Rapids, we all come together, you know, and try to make this thing, you know, well worth what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. So with that
It's
being
a
said,
friendly rivalry type
It
thing.
is.
You know
I
what
know,
I
but I
mean?
love to watch it though. I love
Right.
to watch it because you never know who's going to win. It depends on that day.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. He brings out the best of me every time I got to play him. You know, and that's what I like. You know, someone that can challenge me, win or lose. You know, if I lose, I take something from it and try to get better the next time I play him.
True indeed.
You know.
Speaking of Grand Rapids, I got to throw another Grand Rapids name out there for you.
Okay.
All right, another legend, which is my dog, Mrs. Sriracha shirt. As they call me Raven Noodle because I had the Raven Noodle shirt on. He had the Sriracha shirt on.
Okay.
JFK. Jason fucking Kirkwood.
They go
Jason
Oh,
fucking
man.
They golden
Kirkwood.
boy.
Jason Kirkwood, yeah.
Jason Kirkwood.
I mean, he's don't get no better than that, does it?
No.
I mean,
No, you couldn't
don't get no
say that
better
no
than that.
better.
I think in 2008, 2009, he was ranked the #1 Barbots player, you
Yep,
know,
I
in the
remember
country.
I recall that. I heard
I
all
mean,
that.
that's a feat in its own right there, you know.
That's
I mean,
right.
nobody has to beat that guy.
That's right.
Nobody.
Okay, so I got another one. Now this one is probably one of my favorite ones because everybody always label y'all names together when they talk about Muskegon shooters. They always coincide y'all two names together. Do
Okay.
you want to finish my story?
Yeah,
Do you wanna let me tell it?
I think I see where you're going with this.
Where am I going
see.
with it?
Sean Buckles?
This is so
that
true.
it?
You know
Ding, ding,
exactly
ding.
what I'm talking about. Ding, ding,
yeah,
ding.
yeah. So we just watched that little snippet of him earlier.
Okay.
You know, when he was playing Kenny Brisbane, and that's a big dog tournament. So,
it is a big
you
dog
know,
tournament.
that's where all the big dogs go to play, you know, and I wasn't up there, unfortunately.
Right.
As they said, have my daughter and
Hey,
everything. So
responsibility first, though. I mean, you ain't doing nothing wrong. There's
right,
gonna be many more tournaments. to come.
absolutely. But yeah, Sean, he's great. He taught me a lot about pool when I was first coming up.
He
You know,
put you
being
under
in
the
the
wing.
hometown. You know what I mean?
He put you under
and
the
we
wing,
went
I
out to
remember.
a lot of tournaments, you know, and watching him win a lot because I wasn't winning back then. He was doing the winning.
Yep.
You know, and watching him win and grind it out, like, that was very inspirational.
Okay.
You know, and that got me motivated to want to grind and do better, you know?
Yes. So now I got another one for you, and this is also a good one too, because I actually watched y'all play at the Soaring Eagle event, and it was one of the most brilliant matches I ever watched.
Okay.
It was really good. Guy by the name of, which we just seen a snippet of him, Kenny Brisbane.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
Detroit in the
Brisbane.
house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's another tough guy. Well, he won that amateur U.S. Open 9-ball.
I seen
to get
that.
that free entry into the U.S. Open.
I seen that.
I mean, that right there, that speaks for itself
Yes.
as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yo, Will, let me get one of the Modelo's, brother, because
I
I
got
think
you.
this is almost
Little
gone, baby.
sponsored by Modelo, baby.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Okay, so
Yeah, so
This-
well, back on Kenny real quick, we had our battles at Soaring
Thank
Eagle
you, my
since you
brother.
mentioned that. And we battled a couple times up there, and I think every time that we played, we went hill.
Uh-huh.
And I was fortunate enough to come out on top,
Uh-huh.
you know, a couple times with them, but I didn't have to at
Right.
all. You know what I mean?
That's a
Them
feat.
hill
That's a
matches,
feat,
they
man.
go either way right there. But
That's
yeah,
right.
he's a champion too.
He
like
is.
that's a name that I don't want to draw if I'm in a tournament.
oh,
you
who
know
would?
what I mean?
Who would want to draw that? But
Yeah,
he's going
absolutely
to make
not.
you play.
That's
Come out
right.
there with the,
That's right. I
With
mean,
the
he's
love.
another one that, you know, battle of the borders, you know.
Yeah,
He's
man.
a contender.
He is
Yeah.
a contender.
yeah.
So now,
Definitely.
this one might sting a little bit,
Okay.
but it's all right. You know how to
It might
take
sting,
it.
huh?
Yeah, it might sting a little bit.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Yeah, what you got for me?
It might be a little pain when I say this one. It might sting. You might feel the pain when I say this. Do you understand that when I say the pain?
The pain? Well, I
Yeah.
felt it before.
Josh Payne.
Josh Payne. I have felt it before.
Yeah, I lost some money against you, man. I bet it.
I
bet a lot
know.
of money on you
Last
that
time
night,
I
man.
played him, he tore my ass up at
Yeah,
the
he
Soaring
did. He
Eagle.
did that.
Another
He did
Soaring
that.
Eagle story.
Man, you still owe me for that.
I got you, man. There's more to
All
come.
right.
There's more to
Okay,
come. I
at
got
least
you.
25%, man. Come on, man.
Well, I lost 25% on that match too.
Might be Donald did too. We all betted on that.
I know it. Well, thank you guys for having faith in me, but yeah,
You
I
never
was
know
in
how
no
it's gonna
condition
be.
to play pool, and he showed up. He played great. He played
He
almost
showed
a
up and he
flawless
showed
match
out.
against me. I played him a set for 400, and it was 10 ball, and yeah, he showed out. He was
Yeah.
playing all weekend, and when I went up there, I didn't play that weekend. I was playing poker that weekend, and yeah, I
good at
was
that
up
game.
for like 60, 70 hours that weekend, and then Josh, you know.
Yeah, your eyes was bloodshot.
I
red.
got to show him some love, you know what I mean? I've always liked matching up with Josh. He's a good guy and a great
Yeah,
shot, you know?
He is.
So, yeah, he's one up on me right now. I would like
right
to run
now,
it back
but like
with
you
him.
said, right now,
with him
I'm willing
one
to
day.
bet again on that.
Right
match.
now, right now.
Right now. Yes. I'm
Yeah,
willing
he's
to-
a good shot, but I heard that he's in Wisconsin now living.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't.
Shouts out to Josh Payne, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to you, Josh Payne.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
he's another great shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this one right here can go a lot of different ways right here, okay?
Okay.
Now this is a really, really, really good one. This is someone that actually put you under the wing and actually ventured you off, you know, to other places, you know, showed you different things and taught you a lot of knowledge in the game.
Right.
You know, showed you things that you probably never seen before.
Okay.
And took you on the road. A Muskegon legend by the name of Richie Richardson.
Yeah, Richie
Rich.
Rich. Shout out to Richie. Yeah,
Shout out to
I went
Richie
out
Rich.
on the road with Tim when I was 20 with Tim and Tom Decker, Tommy D.
You know what? Stop there. I gotta say this. You was 20 years old. I remember because I was checking on you. I'm like, oh,
Right.
Trent's out there with Richie Richardson. How is he doing out there? I'm calling you like, bro, what's up? Everybody want to know what's the word? What's going on
Right.
out there? You told me you was locked in a hotel room because you couldn't get to the bar to play in the pool tournament because you wasn't 21.
Yeah, that was down in Nashville, Tennessee, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me in there. I was 20, and it was because of some smoking laws, from what I was told. So there was not a pool hall in that city that I could go to at the time. So
Right.
Richie was grinding out that the Music City Open and
Music City Open.
at the JOB Billiards in Nashville. Yeah, that was all the champions went. Danny Smith. I think Danny Smith won it that year.
Who else was down there? I think
Johnny Archer, Shannon Dalton.
Was Larry
That's
Neville?
Scorpion.
Yeah, I think Larry Neville was down there
Larry
too.
Neville
Yeah,
was
there was some big names
yeah,
down
some
there
hitters.
for sure. So Richie was out there grinding with them. Richie told me while he was grinding, he was playing Shane McMahon on the bar bots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and man, Shane McMahon was tearing Richie up for a minute, and then Richie caught a gear and put like a 9-pack on him from what he told me.
you seen this?
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it, but they came down to the motel room right after that happened and woke me up and couldn't wait to tell me what happened, you know what I mean? Because he just made a good score against Shane McMahon, you know, and that's huge for us, you know, a big confidence boost for us being out on the road.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah,
right
I
there,
wish I
man.
would have known what I knew now back then, you know. Could have
Right.
done a lot better, but that was a great learning experience. Richie taught me a lot of stuff.
With that being said, speaking of learning experiences, you know, I taught you a lot about life because I'm, you know, a little older than you. I
Right.
taught you a lot of things about life, and you know this.
Top
Right.
I don't even got to tell
Right.
you, you know this.
Yeah,
I taught you a lot of things
You're
about life,
absolutely right.
but you have also taught me a lot about this game of pool that we play. And you
Right.
also told me this, and it was very vital information. You said, practice don't make perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect.
100%
Now, do
correct.
you want to give me your analogy on that? Let me know what you meant when you said
Okay.
that, because
So-
that's huge right there.
When you practice, you could throw balls on the table, you can hit balls around, you can do it for 2-3 hours, but if you're not taking it serious and trying to get your back arm tightened up where, you know, you're putting a little pressure on yourself,
Yep.
when the pressure does come, you're going to be less prepared.
Okay.
You know, so you got to make sure when you're practicing, you got to do it the right way.
Let me get a cheers on that,
Get-
brother, 'cause
get-
that was
get the
real right
perfect
there.
practice.
That was real right there. Okay,
You got to
okay.
get it practice the right way, and then when the tournament comes, you're
Yeah.
more prepared. And you've already ran that simulation in your mind 1,000 times. Because I
Yeah.
used to just play the ghost. And back to Jason Kirkwood being a champ, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to say he's got a target on his back, but that's a guy that I've always wanted to go and be as good as them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I wanted to sit there. When I was practicing, I envisioned I was playing him in these big tournaments,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd be playing the ghost. But the whole time in my mind, I'm like, I can't miss because
You can't miss 'cause you know
he's
what's
gonna
gonna
run
happen.
out on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely right.
So that comes down to perfect practice makes perfect, I believe.
You're right. And also, you told me another thing is you create your own luck. And that reinvert a lot with playing like 9-ball. When you know you play somebody in 9-ball and you do something crazy, and you might get lucky
Right.
and potentially make that ball and get perfect position and do something crazy.
Right.
You also told me you create your own luck. You know,
Right.
like people be like, "Oh, you got lucky on that." Oh, so you say?
Yeah, well, I mean, like if you're hooked on a ball and you go around 3 rails and kick it, and then you kick it safe. I
Yes.
mean, yeah, you probably didn't intentionally try to kick it safe.
Yeah.
But you were good enough to hit the ball to create
You
that
did that
situation
yourself.
to happen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So you had to put in the work to get that hit.
That's right.
And whatever happens after that happens. You know what I mean? That's out of your control.
That's right.
You know, so you just got to take it how it is. But that's you creating your own situation.
That's
So if your opponent wants to call that lucky, then you created your own luck there.
That's right.
You know, and vice versa. If he did it to me, I'm not going to be mad. I'm going to try to grind that shot out and get my own luck back on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
And that's all you could do. That's what, 9-ball, 10-ball, that's what things, revert to like that right there.
And then,
So-
now this is one of my favorites that you taught me. Like I said, you taught me a lot about this game,
Okay.
So this is one of my favorites. You said, I don't care how long it takes for you to do your math on the table,
Right.
do it. I don't care if it takes 5-10 minutes for you to study that table and, look at the run out of what path you have to take. Do that math on the table.
Right.
That was huge. When you
Yeah,
told me that, I always
that's the
liked
thing
one.
that I learned from Bank and Benny, Larry Benson.
Larry Benson.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Larry.
my
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Larry.
Larry Benson, what's up, my dog?
Yeah, when he was taking me to go play in these tournaments in Jansen and everything, he'd give me the best pep talks I ever had in my life.
I heard
You know
about
what I
these
mean?
Jackson
The whole
tournaments.
way, you
You
know?
said he went to sleep in the car for a long time because you was still in the tournament or something.
Yeah,
like
still
that, right?
grinding, yeah.
You still grinding.
Yeah,
He was like, well, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wait for you for when you get done.
Yeah, and
that's
that
real.
he did. did, yeah.
That's real right there. You told me
Yeah,
all about
absolutely
that.
right. Yeah, he was in my corner the whole time. Every
Yeah,
time the
another
match would
ambassador,
get done.
He is.
Yeah, he
Another,
is. I get done and I go out to the car and I couldn't wait to just get another talk from Larry for the Nets match, you know, and keep that mindset of grinding, put in 120%, walk around that table and just get all that effort out.
So, what age you think you was when you played your best pool?
And well, I'd say maybe like 22, 23, but you know, I won them Soaring Eagle tournaments like 24, 25 and stuff. So, I mean, the years kind of get mixed up, but I mean, yeah, somewhere there, 23, 24, I'd say. But I think I can get more better pool in me.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I think that answer is going to change in the future.
I heard that. That's
I
a good way
do.
to put it. That's
Yeah.
a good way to put it. So with that being said, you say you ready to get back to this game. So let's show a little snippet. Let's show a clip of you playing a guy at the Fallen Timbers. And let's see how you used
All
to
right,
play.
give me a second to load this up. Give me a second.
It was only after
Okay.
a long investigation that I discovered the
Fallen
Yeah,
Timbers
that's
tournament.
another Railbirds Productions right there.
That is.
What we had Trent.
Stillson versus Ryan Boyle. Fallen Timbers.
Okay.
It's
I,
Boyce.
I remember this match a little bit.
B-O-Y. Alright, let's see what's going on. And a couple seconds.
Yeah, these were great tournaments, and
Man, I never
and
made it.
Fallen Timbers, they just got new owners. Yeah, Roger Duford, I believe his name is. Shout out to him. He's the ex-owner of it, and he just sold it last week, I believe, or the
Okay.
week before. Yeah, in the past couple weeks. But I think they still got pool going on from what I've been seeing. So, yeah, they got a great place up there. Great tournaments.
Alright, we're gonna play it from right here.
All right, now let me see what's going on here.
You might be able to see the edge of this.
I know that ain't oh, you just trying to kick at it. Now, let us know what's going on while you shoot.
Okay.
Oh, that's Trent with the shaggy hairdo right there, huh?
Well, it looks like I
That's
got
what you
ball
call
in
you
hand
shaggy
here.
when you said shaggy.
Yeah,
hairdo.
yeah. Well, I had it not too long ago too. The past 8 months.
Yeah, shout out to Josh Jones for cutting your hair, man. He did a good job. You looking
Yeah,
good,
shout
bro.
out to Josh.
Looking
Shout out
real
to
good.
Yeah.
Baldy Locks.
Baldy
Baldy
lots.
lots.
Yeah.
Ooh, didn't want to catch the point of that.
Well, it looks like
side
my shape
pocket.
on the 2 wasn't,
He still has
you
a
know,
shot
the
of the
greatest.
2.
Hit the
and
nipple at the side
T-ball's
there,
probably
but
going to go to
I
the
got
rail
a
and
good
then
angle to get
hit
on
the
this
backside
Nets
of the
ball
9
here
for
to
a shot
break
on the
out
3.
the 3. Hit the 9.
Looks like he's
if I
going to
can
draw
make
right into the
2.
9.
Yeah, that worked out
shot.
pretty
That
good
was-
there. Yeah,
That's
that
an
worked
excellent
out
shot
good
right
there.
man. That's
3
might
and 4
look
sitting right
easy
there.
from watching it from our point of view, but shit.
Right, that
Sometimes
really
he was
opened
up
up
there.
the rack right
Or the
there
bottom
because now
corner.
you know the 4 balls right there.
Because
You
of
need a
where the
little
4 is,
angle on the
it's probably
4 so you
easier
can
to
just roll up for that 5 in
position
the
for the
side.
5 in the
And let's
bottom right
remind you,
corner.
these pockets is
And
extra
roll down
small.
for the
Yeah,
6
on
in the
this
bottom
table
left
here,
corner.
these pockets they were getting in my head a little bit.
But
they're
he can also
pretty
follow
small.
his 2 rails for the 5
It's
in
a
the
real
side.
tight table.
He's going to go for the corner.
So you played 2 rails there just for
what I
better
initially thought.
gauge. You play off the rails, you can gauge your
Looks
speed
like he
better.
has pretty good.
So I can come out for the combo, yeah.
you
Had
had
a
to
little
touch
angle
roll
for the
forward,
combo
so
there,
you
the
had to
sit
go with
seat,
plan
I
B,
think.
which is
It must have been
a
wired.
6-7 combination.
Yeah, it's pretty close. There's enough gap to make
Still
it
has to be
in.
made. Still has to be made. Great shot.
And I controlled
both
that.
balls
I
nicely, the
stayed
6
on
and
that
cue
side
ball,
of it because now the
so that you end
path
up
is
with a shot.
natural just to roll it
That's
in
one of the hardest
and
parts about
get on
combinations.
the 8
Not just
ball.
making the shot, but ensuring you have a shot afterwards.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
that's a good
That's
shot.
beautiful beam
The-
footage
the-
right
the
there.
shooting is better than the
That is
stroke.
beautiful beam footage right there.
Too frequently end up with no shot.
Again, that was
afterwards 'cause
another 2 rail shot, so I
Couldn't
can control the
control the-
speed of the cue ball, so it didn't get
both
away from me
balls
there.
on cue ball.
And then this one, you just got to make this one. Don't matter where you go with the cue ball.
Exactly. As long as you don't
But
go
that
in the
little
pocket.
movement there, thanks to these videos here, it really helped me to see my movement. And watching it, Kevin and Sherry pointed it out on there, how much I was moving, you know, while I'm shooting the balls and everything. So I was able to watch that, and that's huge to be able to watch yourself play and then go back on the footage.
Yeah, and figure out your kinks and what you got to fix for the
Exactly.
next time.
Right.
That is so
So-
huge.
It's a thing, you know, everybody coming to age, right?
Right.
You come into age, you become an adolescent. You're like, okay, well, if you're lucky enough, you know what you are, what you're about.
Right.
A lot of people don't find out the type of equipment they like to use or what they're more comfortable with until something clicks or somebody come around. They don't bring their stick or anything.
Right.
You always know what you wanted to use, and we talking about from diameter to weight to tips. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. There's equipment and stuff I like to use.
Let everybody know exactly what you use, because it's always a debate about what's the best diameter, what's the best tip for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's always personal preference.
Yeah, it's always personal
the
preference.
diameter
But
part
a lot
is
of
a
people
tricky
will
one.
A lot of people will take your blueprint and then kind of take that and, okay, I'm going to take this, I'm going to filter it.
And make it their
Yeah,
own.
make it their own, you know?
Yeah, well, first you gotta do what you're absolutely comfortable with doing, and you're right, it is all personal preference. And I know like a lot of pros like to use a thinner diameter shaft, but me, I can never get used to it. I need a little thicker one, closer to 13 or so. I'm not sure exactly, but
Probably hit more so center ball with that.
yeah,
You
I
can
feel like I can
better.
aim better.
Yeah,
you know, I feel like the
yeah.
spot on the ball, the object ball, gets a lot smaller the smaller diameter cue. But
Right.
in return, you get more action on the cue ball. You know what I mean? You can use your spins better and everything. But yeah, I like a smaller shaft or a bigger shaft. I don't really like a smaller one. Really, I could never get
Me
used
either.
to it.
Me
And
either.
the tip
Especially
I like
on
to
a
use.
9-foot
That's
table.
me.
Especially on a 9-foot
Right,
table.
right, yeah, on a 9-foot table.
Camera.
But on that
Think about
9-foot table, you want like low deflection because there's more distance to travel. So you know you want to shoot in a straighter line. So you don't want all that deflection. But me, I need deflection. I grew up
like
on
to
it.
shoot- I like to
need
shoot
it.
deflection
I
too,
need
man.
the deflection.
Yeah,
you know,
I love to
I
shoot
wouldn't know how to
deflection.
play without it. But the tip I like to use is Tiger Onyx. Once I use that, I haven't gone back from
You've
that.
been telling me this shit for years.
Yeah, that I mean,
Tiger Onyx,
it
Tiger
grits the
Onyx.
cue
Tiger
ball
Onyx.
good. You
And
know,
that's something that somebody might want to, use. Because
Yeah.
remember when everybody started off in the pros in the ski?
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody had
Everybody.
the pros. And then next thing you know, Rick at Rocket Pocket.
Rick.
Kamui.
Yeah.
Everybody
Then
went
the
to
clears
Kamui.
Yeah.
came out.
Then the
Oh,
clears
the
came
clears
out.
shut it down. Everybody, they
Right.
just like how it looks.
Yeah,
You know, I got
yeah.
the Kamui clear on my stick. Look
Right.
at this. Look at that clear spot on my stick. You know, but
yeah, it was during that Kamui Clear era when they all started popping up everywhere. That's
Yeah.
when I did my Tiger Onyx.
Wow.
And
I
then
recall.
I hit balls with both, and I mean there was just a clear difference. I mean that Tiger Onyx to me was superior over that
trust me,
Kamui.
you was relentless about it. Like, Mark, you gotta try the
Yeah,
Tiger Onyx.
I mean it goes right where you hit it every time. I mean you won't be disappointed if you try it.
So now I got a good question. So the thing is, you love playing the game of pool itself, right?
Absolutely.
We all know that. Okay, so what's your favorite game to play? Is it an 8-ball? Is it 9-ball? Is it 10-ball? Or is it one pocket?
It's one pocket. Definitely one pocket.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
right?
it's one pocket. I mean, 8-ball is a good game if it's played on a bar box because then there's a lot of congestion and you really got to work around things, you know. On a big table, it's more space, so it's more of a run-out game. But on a bar table, you get a lot of safeties. And one pocket kind of just teaches you about every game because you got to be prepared to run the balls and you got to know how to move. And it's a thinking game. It's like a chess game.
It's patience.
You know, so
It's
you
patience.
got to outsmart your opponent and you got to be able to shoot too.
And be patient. You gotta also
Oh
be
yeah,
patient.
you gotta have the patience.
get your chance.
Yeah,
You not
there's
wanna
a
miss
huge
that long
difference
shot.
going from 9-ball, 10-ball, where it's fast action pace, to a game like one pocket, where you're just doing little ticky shots here and there.
Until you're absolutely ready to, run out.
Right, exactly right. And 14-1 straight pool is another great game that don't get the recognition that it
That's a very
deserves.
good
You know
point.
That's
what
one
I
of my
mean?
favorites too.
You're right,
very
because
good
all you
point.
do is just run balls.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you practice straight pool for like 10 hours, you just rain balls for 10 hours.
Right,
You know
without
what I
even
mean?
knowing it.
And then you go to 9-ball, and like you're trying to 9 balls. Really, I just had a high run of 50 or 60 or something. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like it's all about the mindset. If you can run 60, how many times can you run 9?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, I mean that's
That is
another
big.
great
Yeah,
game
yeah,
too. You know. And the patterns on there is crazy too. Like I don't even know how to play straight pool that good with the patterns and
The
everything.
breakouts.
And right, the breakouts and the
yeah,
breakout shot every time. You know what I mean?
I suffer when I play it. I get a good breakout angle, but when I'm going for the breakout shot, I mess around and I fub it up some kind of way.
Right. Yeah, well, you're trying to hit the stack solid and get the cue ball out of the stack, because if it stays in the stack, you're probably not going to have a shot. So you got to hit the stack, break them up, and then get a shot, get the cue ball out of there. But most important, you got to make the ball.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
in straight pool, when you're breaking that break ball, your break shot is like always a back cut.
Right.
And then
Okay.
back cuts on the 9-footer are
Teach me
like
something I know.
the
Keep it
hardest,
coming. Keep
the
it coming.
hardest shots. You know what I mean? In pool, some of the hardest shots and back cuts are real tricky. So I mean, you have to take a back cut for every shot and try to get the breakout right. Not easy to do.
Right. So what brand of a cue do you use?
Well, right now I have a Helmstetter cue. But my favorite cue that I ever used is a Randy Busby cue. He's a cue maker out of Grand Rapids, and I've never
talking
had
that
the
shit
pleasure.
now.
I never had the pleasure of meeting Randy, but
You talking that shit
You
now?
always catch these real extra good people. It's customs. It's something that you don't. It ain't never
This
a
guy
stick
right
that's
here.
made on the assembly.
Right.
Let's get this clear. He's not gonna say a Predator that they done made 300 of them. He's not gonna sell Mutual or Lucasi. They got
Right, he gonna
300,
come
400
with
of
some
them.
extra echelon.
Right.
It's gonna be something. Always.
yeah, I've used McDermott's and Lucassi's. They shoot great. Nothing against them, you know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, me personally, I've played my best pool with the Randy Busby cue, and I've actually had a couple of them, and don't have them anymore. Unfortunate circumstances, but.
Right, it happens. It
right,
happens.
yeah, you go through cues a lot. You know,
What?
every pool player does.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, I know I had my fair share. I know I did.
Yeah, but them cues, they played great.
So now
Absolutely great.
this is a good one. You might like this one.
Okay.
Ooh, wait. So I gotta ask you, if it was somebody, cause you said you ready to jump back in there, right?
Right, absolutely.
So if it was somebody that's willing to play a set with you, who would you choose?
Who would
As
I
of
choose?
Right now, who would you choose? Who would be your first person to step up to the plate and like, yo,
Oh, man.
let's get it right now. What's up? Where the
Yeah.
action at?
You want me to give someone a call out, huh?
I need you to.
Man.
You know how we do it.
I don't know. I mean,
I need you
I'm
to.
not really picky. I'm getting back into it. So, I mean, if someone wants to come out and play a $100 set or something, or a couple of them, I'm fine with that, you know?
Well, how about me?
Oh, well, let's get it.
The
Let's
King's
get
Game
it.
champion.
I'll put up 50 cents to your belt.
What you want to know? No, that's a little too less. I need more than that, baby. Like more like 50,000. Then we talking numbers. Then we talking numbers. What's up?
Yeah, we better hope that we get that Modelo sponsor.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. We got time. We got time. You wanna wear this one? Hey, you put it around your
Oh
neck.
man, you can have that one for now. I'll get them later. But no, yeah, I just want to play it. If I can get, it's not about, you know, for me right now, it's not about getting in the action to get the money. It's getting into the action to see where I'm at, so I can gauge, you know, where I'm at with these great players right now and see what I got to do to put the work in to get back to where I was or to where I want to be.
Right.
You know, so.
I got that. I like that.
So there's no certain individual that I really want to play or don't want to play. I mean, I'm not picky.
So basically, you saying whoever call you out, you ready for whatever.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, like I
Like
said,
that.
not about the money, but a couple $100 or so, you know,
Okay.
I'll play. Sure.
Let's make it happen in the cave then.
Let's do
make
it.
it happen in the cave. What's
Yeah,
up? What we
yeah,
doing?
yeah,
Let's do it, baby. So yeah, man, that's just real talk. I like everything you telling us right now and everything you teaching us and everything right now because it's real. And we commend you on everything that you have done and everything you about to continue to do. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? With your
thank
journey
you.
with this game, and you teach us a lot. You know, without you even knowing about, you know, what you teach us and what you show us. The default that you have set for us shooters. When you came in town, it was like no other. Like,
raised the
it's
standard
this
a
is
little
how the-
bit.
Yeah, you raised the standard a little bit. Shit, a lot.
We still got
This
to talk
how the
about
game's
that
supposed to be
story
played.
when he won like 9 weeks in a row.
Oh, what was the pool league?
Yeah, he was running through everybody.
Yeah, and everybody
So,
in town like this Trent guy.
He
I'm
ended
like,
up playing me and my
yeah, I'm
team.
like, oh, I know him now. Yeah, that's my man's right there.
And Renee Kuhn beat him, man. Trent was Man,
Oh my God.
Oh man, he didn't lose in 9 fucking weeks. He was
Oh,
pissed.
you talking about the young Trent that used
Yeah,
to spaz
yeah,
out every
yeah.
time he
Couldn't
lose
drink
the game?
good.
Yeah,
Couldn't
well,
drink
that
good.
was my competitive spirit talking.
Hey.
I wasn't mad at Renee when she
Right,
beat
right,
me. I
right,
was mad
right.
at myself because I feel every game is, in my control. Unless, they break a run, don't get a shot. But, I mean, to do that in Pool League, I really don't remember that run too much.
Right.
But...
You remember losing. That's the only thing that matters.
No, that was the first
You
part I
lost.
forgot.
Yeah,
That was
you
the first
lost.
part I forgot.
That's what you wanted to forget.
The rest
but
of
it's
it,
still there.
right.
It ain't
The rest of
going
it went
nowhere.
afterwards. But yeah, 9 weeks in a row. Yeah, that's pretty great. And I know in the Maple League, I've shot the highest you get is 60, and I've shot a 59 in the Maple
I
League
was
twice.
there that night.
Twice, I did twice.
I seen that shit. I was like, what
Yep.
the fuck? Who ever gonna beat that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trent, that
You
was
got to get
Trent.
lucky because your opponent has to break
Yes.
and
To
not
break
make
and not
nothing.
make a
Yes.
ball.
And not
Yes.
make a ball. And then
Yeah.
you got to run, and they got to do that twice.
Man.
And then you have to break and make a ball.
That was
You
every
know what I mean?
Every time I got real close, it was 3 games I had to give out 2 or 3 balls. So I'm like, oh yeah. Next
can
thing
do
you know,
it, I can do
that
it.
person break
Make a ball.
7 balls up. I'm sitting
You're
there like,
like, no.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one where you don't create your own luck there. You just
No,
got to
yeah,
get
that-
lucky there. You just got to
that's
get
when
straight
shit
out
changes
lucky
right
there. Right.
Yeah, man, but like I said, I learned a lot about you, you know what I'm saying, with this game. I like the person that you have become because you are very humble now. Like I said, you
you
was
told
a
me back
young
then,
Trent.
but now it's,
You're right.
you like Yoda.
lose-
Yeah.
Man, you lose a pool
Yeah,
game.
I
you
try to
spaz it
stay
out.
humble. If I start drinking, the humbleness kind of fades away a little bit,
Yeah,
and the
but
shit
you-
talking starts. But I've stayed away from that lately.
Change
so
that about yourself.
yeah, it's all humbleness now.
It's called growth,
It's
man.
all love, man. It's all love.
Hey, we got something for you too, man.
Yeah, we do. We
Okay.
definitely got something for you, brother.
Woo! My own cane gate shirt.
Let me see it, man. Put it in the air. Let me see
Oh
it.
yeah,
Oh, we in there, baby.
yeah. That's the right size and everything.
Everything good, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels
Actually-
good, man. It
Actually,
feels good.
Next thing we gotta put some little light up wheels on your walker. We got you, man. We got you.
For as long as you got it, the
long as
goal
you
is to
got
get
it.
you out of it. You know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
glad you taking care of yourself. You taking care of your leg until it get better. You taking care of your daughter. You just, being you in a better sense. It's called growth, man. You doing
Right,
well.
absolutely
And I
right.
have watched you grow from a young man to a king. You know what I mean?
Right.
That
Well,
means
thank you,
everything,
bro.
brother.
Yeah, that means everything to me.
You know it's all love, man. Thanks for having
Absolutely.
me too, my brother.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for having
man,
me on
thanks
the
for
first
coming,
episode, man.
Thanks for
First
being on the
episode.
first
It's an honor.
episode. We're going to get you here again, too, man.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
Just
looking
gonna-
forward to it.
After your match, because
Absolutely.
you said you down to
Oh.
play whoever, so you got a match.
Right.
Also, too, we started to get all these matches up, man. We got it all fixed. Both of them come through. Commentary, man. Everybody was real mad they couldn't hear you.
Okay.
I know.
They was like, I
We're
can't
gonna
hear
fix
Trent.
that.
I can't hear Trent. I was like, I'm going to fix
Hey,
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna fix that. By the way, May 15th.
May 15th.
May 15th, ladies tournament, Queen of the
Queen of the
Slate.
Slate.
Queen of the
Diamonds
Slate,
are girls'
yeah.
best friend.
Eastside Billiards, coinciding with the Cave Gang. And we
Yeah.
about to run a great tournament for y'all ladies. We got a great payout. We got a tiara for the winner. We got a lot of good accolades that we got going
We
on.
got something real special. We got a
got something
carver
real
table.
special.
You can pay $1 and try to break a run. If you do, you get a 5-foot teddy bear.
That's right. With a Cave Gang
With a
shirt
Cave
on.
Gang shirt on, so you can
Teddy
Damn.
Bear will have a Cave
The
Gang
stakes
shirt on
are
it.
high.
The stakes are
stakes
very
are
high.
high.
Yeah, so it's deep, man. But we signing off. It was a brilliant time. Thanks to everybody for watching, and also subscribe.
Subscribe.
It's the Cave Gang,
Subscribe.
baby.
Caversations.
That's right.
You can talk, man.
Yeah, rack 'em up, rack 'em up. Yo, Will, where you at, man? Yeah. You're now rocking with the Cave Gang, baby. We the caveman, the cave vets is the ladies. The way that we shoot pool is crazy. Shouts out to the boss Phase, he amazed me. Yeah, it's the Cave Gang, baby. This ain't nothing, no, we do this on the daily. If you shoot like an A, B, or a straight C, have a conversation, what's been going on lately? It's the Cave Gang, baby. It's the Cave Gang, baby. Yeah, Cave Gang, baby. It's the Cave Gang, baby.